friends, I'm back today, and while we finish up our page that we started on a previous color and chat, I thought we'd do the this or that coloring tag round 2, which is originally by Michaela Renee on YouTube, and I just think these questions are really fun. So while I color, we can answer these questions, or I can answer these questions. So, question number 1 is coloring in bed or at a desk. And I used to color in bed a lot, actually, like sit on my bed and color. But I don't do that much anymore because it's not like a super sturdy place to color, you know? Like, I like to have a harder surface to color on. And I don't really color at my desk because I don't really like my desk chair. It's not very comfortable. So I color kind of in between, I guess, and I use this little table that's on my floor that I sit at on the floor and color. So I guess not really either, but I did at one point color on my bed. So the next question is Crayola Super Tips or Staedtler markers? And oh man, this is a hard one. Crayola Super Tips or Staedtler markers? So the Crayola Super Tips are really like juicy, and I like the colors that they come in. Oh, but Staedtler markers, the dual-ended ones, come in more colors. I think I might have to say Staedtler markers over Crayola, but, you know, just barely. A lot of these answers are, I feel like, one just barely over the other, you know? The next one is Erie's Romantic Country or Tracing series. So I don't have any of her tracing books. I think they're cool though. But I'd have to say the Romantic Country series for sure. I love those books, especially number 2, which apparently is not a popular opinion. Most people like 3, but 2 is my favorite. Number 4 is Sachin Sachdeva's Color by Number or Color Questopia Color by Number. And I'll say Sachin Sachdeva because the Color Mosaics book he has is like one of my favorite things ever. And even though I don't own any of his other books, I would be more likely to buy like his books other, you know, outside of like other than Color Questopia, because I had Color Questopia Space, I think, and I didn't like it. Like, originally I thought it would be super fun because I love space, but I don't know, something about the lines that they use to make it seem like kind of mosaic-like or stained glass-like, I should say. It's kind of a turn-off, and like even the black background ones are still okay. I like those, but I still have to say Sachin Sachdeva because I don't know, just like who's better. That answer is all over the place. Hannah Lynn's simple pages or her more detailed pages? And that's easy. I would say her more detailed pages for sure, because the simple ones are a little too simple. Like the spaces are a little too big, and when the spaces are huge on a page like that, it's not fun for me. So I would rather the more detailed pages. Oops, sorry guys. Number 6 is coloring animals or coloring people. Oh my gosh. Coloring animals or coloring people? Coloring people. For sure. I love animals. I have a lot of animal themed books. But people are fun. People, I think, are more fun for me personally. But yeah, that's also really a close answer. Let me see. Let me stop and look, because I'm jabbering and not paying attention. Okay. So yeah, definitely coloring people. If you would have asked me that a couple years ago, I probably would have said animals, because like faces used to scare the crap out of me, coloring skin and stuff. But you know, since I've been doing it more and stuff like that, it's not as intimidating. So yeah, coloring people. The next question is, hold on one second. Plan colors in advance or wing it? And my answer is wing it. The only time the colors are ever planned in advance for me is if they're color by number and the chart's already there. Usually I have no idea what I'm going to do at all until I pick the page I want to color. But I don't plan them out all in advance either. Like, I go section by section, or like, you know, part of the picture or part of the person by part of the person. Like, you know, I don't pick the picture and then plan every single color and where it all goes. I literally just am like, oh, this would look good in yellow, or this would look good in blue, or, you know. It stresses me out to plan colors. Let's see. Straight coloring or blended coloring? And my answer is both. I know you're supposed to pick, but I do both. And I like both for different reasons. So, I mean, not too complicated of a choice. And the next question is, color by number or color by color? Ugh. Oh my gosh. I guess I would have to say color by number because I've done more of those. But I love the color by color books. They're really cool. But yeah, I'd have to say color by number. Number 10 is alcohol markers or Sharpie/permanent markers. And I'd have to say alcohol markers, because you can blend alcohol markers, which is something you can't do as easily with permanent markers. They're not meant to be blended. But they do have their advantages because they come in like a finer tip. So if you need to get in a really small space, it's really good to have. Alright. Did we get all the 8s? Oh, no, we did not. Hold on, I'm going to pause my questions so I can color more efficiently here. Because I can't walk and chew gum at the same time. You know how it is. But I hope everybody's doing okay today. I'm doing fine. I finally got the Disney Princess color, mystery color by number from Hachette Heroes, and I posted it on my Instagram. So I'm very excited to finally have it, and I'm going to start doing all the outlines first before I color it in, because I think it's a good way to ease myself into it because they're very detailed. But the completed pages look so cool, so I'm excited. Oh, there's a little piece of felt right there. Any other 8s hiding out there? I don't think so. If we see any other 8s, we can always go back over. Okay, 10 says light goldenrod. So this color key that's on the side is referring to the Mindora color by number colored pencil set. So the colored pencils are all numbered just like this with the same color names and stuff. It's so you have like a set of, you know, pencils to go with all their color by numbers. It also goes with the Mystery Mosaic series they have, but I'm using their like regular fine tip like markers, and those aren't meant to go with, you know, they're not like numbered or anything. So going on by what the light goldenrod looks in the pencil set, I think I'm gonna have to use my Arteza Twi markers. Hold on. Let's look and see. So I have the 100 set of the Twi markers. And I hope you guys can see this because I can't see my phone from my phone's above me, so let's see. It's a little lighter than this color, but I guess it doesn't have to match exactly. Well, okay, this is a little too dark. Oh my gosh. The struggle is real. Okay, let me see. No, those are just grays. So you know, this might be the closest A220, A220. Yeah, we'll just use that one. It's fine. Okay. So let me get that out. Does anybody know of a good case for Arteza Twi markers that's easy to get them in and out of? Because I'm having a hard time finding one that where they fit and they're not like super hard to get in and out of the case, you know? So if you know, please leave a comment down below. Sorry for the noise. Ah! It's a marker avalanche. Okay. We're looking for A220. Here it is. Okay, so A220 is, ironically, pear green. So, we're gonna use we'll use the brush end. So we're going to use this for our light goldenrod color. Is this actually what they intended when they said light goldenrod? I think this is not yellow enough, but it's close enough. Also, I don't want to use the pencil because it would look out of place. So, yep. Okay, where was I? Okay, number 11. Coloring images realistically or wacky colors? Realistically. I am not very adventurous at all usually in my color choices. I don't do it on purpose. It's just what I like, you know? Like, I'm not making a conscious choice. I'm just, coloring it the way I think it'll look nice. And it just happens, they just happen to always be like natural colors, realistic colors. Every once in a while I'll do something wacky, but it's not like super wacky, you know? Unless it was for a coloring challenge, then, that's different. Alright, next question is, color while listening to podcast, music, or audiobook? And yes, I have done all of those. I also, less audiobook, more podcast or music. But yes, a lot of the times I color listening to a podcast. Right now, the one I'm super into is Creepy Caffeine. So if you like creepy stories with a bit of humor mixed in, you'd like the ladies on this particular podcast. I'll link it below so that you can check it out if you want. And number 13 is Kirby Roseanne's World Within Worlds or Fragile World. So I don't have Fragile World, but I do have Worlds Within Worlds, and I've done a speed color for one of the pages in Worlds Within Worlds. So I'd have to say Worlds Within Worlds because I don't have experience with the other one at the moment, but I like Fragile World too. I think it's really beautiful. Camellia Angelikova mandalas or the miniature series, which is super hard. So I just got my first miniatures book, which is the Ocean Miniatures, the one that just came out recently. And I like the other miniature books too. They're super cute, but you know how you really like something and appreciate it, but not enough to like buy it? You know? Like, it really has to really strike me for me to buy it because I have not a lot of room, so I have to be kind of picky about which books I buy and stuff. But anyway, I'd have to say the mandalas because I've colored more of the mandalas, obviously, than the miniatures since I just got my first miniatures book. And I think overall, I just like mandalas in general, so yeah, I'd have to say her mandalas. So, number 15, buddy color or color on your own? Oh my god, this one is super hard. I don't do like a ton of buddy colors, but I like buddy colors because I think it fosters a sense of like community and friendship, which is really nice. I like that. But I still would say color on my own because then I don't feel like the added pressure of like, oh, I have to get this done in a certain amount of time, you know? Like, I can just stop if I'm not feeling it. So, yeah, I'll have to say color on my own, even though I really do enjoy the buddy colors that I've done. Number 16, trying a new artist or buying from an old fave. And I'd have to say buying from an old fave, because I mean, I do try new artists, obviously, but if somebody offered me like, oh, do you want a new Johanna Basford or a new like Hannah Carlzon or Hannah Lynn versus a book from a new totally new artist, I'd pick the old favorite for sure, because I gotta support, you know what I mean, like I love them. So that doesn't mean a new artist can't become an old favorite, of course. Number 7, colorful or neutral color palette. And my answer is colorful. So the colors might be realistic or traditional that I choose, but they're usually a lot of different colors. So yeah, I would definitely pick a colorful palette. Number 18 is typically color a page in one sitting or work on it little by little. And work on it little by little is my answer. Like, the fact that people can color a page in one sitting, no matter how simple like even this page, which is clearly just like color by number, like if I tried to do this in one sitting, I think my hand would fall off. So yeah, I have to take breaks. Number 19 is color while watching TV or while watching YouTube. So I don't have cable, and that is a choice because I don't watch a lot of regular TV anyways. So yeah, the answer for that would be coloring watching YouTube. And number 20 is, which is the last one, is color by number pixel mosaics or standard color by number, which, oh, that's super hard. I like them both. Oh my gosh, this is a hard one. I guess I would have to say like traditional color by number, because even though I really like the pixel color by number or like the mosaic color by number, I feel like I have to be in like a certain mood to really enjoy it, you know what I mean? Whereas regular color by number, whoops, what did I do? Oh, see, that's what happens when you're not listening, when you're not paying attention. So yeah, I would have to pick standard color by number. And then there's a bonus question, which is, if you had to use only one supply for the rest of your life, what would it be and why? So my answer to that is colored pencils. And the reason is because colored pencils are really versatile, and you can get a lot of shades of one color out of a pencil, and they blend and layer. So yeah, my answer is colored pencils. And that's the end of that tag. And I want to tag Misty from Country Gal's Coloring Place here on YouTube, and let's see, who else? Oh no, this is also hard. I'll tag Jamie's Coloring Love right here on YouTube, and one other person. I don't know. I'll tag Jamie's Coloring Love right here on YouTube, and one other person. I don't know. I'll tag Jamie's Coloring Love right here on YouTube, and one other person. I don't know. I'll tag Jamie's Coloring Love right here on YouTube, and one other person. I don't know. I'll tag Jamie's Coloring Love right here on YouTube, and one other person. I don't know. I'll tag Jamie's Coloring Love right here on YouTube, and one other person. I don't know. I'll tag Jamie's Coloring Love right here on YouTube, and one other person. I don't know. I'll tag Jamie's Coloring Love right here on YouTube, and one other person. I don't know. I'll tag Jamie's Coloring Love right here on YouTube, and one other person. I don't know. I'll tag Jamie's Coloring Love right here on YouTube, and one other person. I don't know. I'll tag Jamie's Coloring Love right here on YouTube, and one other person. I don't know. I'll tag Jamie's Coloring Love right here on YouTube, and one other person. I don't know. I'll tag Jamie's Coloring Love right here on YouTube, and one other person. I Um, how about Lauren Loves Color on YouTube? So I tagged those 3 ladies. But we're going to continue on with our coloring. Don't worry. It's been so pretty outside lately. Kind of hot though. It's been in the 80s. It's definitely going to get hotter though, so I shouldn't complain. I should enjoy it now while it lasts, because it's going to get super hot. I don't know, what color is 21? Oh, aqua. Maybe I can color over this, it'll be fine. I don't know what, see, that's what happens whenever you try to do 2 things at once. So thank you to all the new and the old subscribers for tuning in to all my crazy videos. I'm glad you enjoy my ramblings and my colors. I enjoy making these videos for you guys and for myself. It's just fun. It's fun to be a part of something. I'm sure I've said that before. I've done a few buddy colors. Speaking of buddy colors, that question earlier, I've done a few buddy colors. One with Meg's Art Atrium on Instagram and here on YouTube, and a couple with Misty from Country Gals Coloring Place. She's also on Instagram. She's Country Girl NNC, like the letter N, and then NC. And I'll put their channels down below too. And that's been super fun. It's nice to color with somebody, you know. And it's also really fun because you get to see how other people interpret their pages differently than you do. It just proves we're all different creatively. Even in a color by number, like people will still pick different shades of the same color, you know. I think I might, well, I was planning on doing a flip through of, Kira Shesneva's, Shersneva. I was planning on doing a, flip through of her new book, Tetris, Color by Colors. But instead of doing a flip through, I think I'll just do like a color and chat with it one day. Because I see a lot of other people have done flip throughs of her book already. So yeah, I think I'll just do a color and chat of that one day. One day soon, hopefully. It's a really cool book. So I'm really happy to have it. And she always posts really cool things on her Instagram as well. I feel like I always see every other number but the number that I'm actually looking for. Does anybody else ever feel that way? When they do color by numbers? Alright, I think we can go on to the next color, which is green. That's nice and straightforward. Oh, let's see. So, do we have a... Okay, we have a green and olive green. Okay. So I don't think we have olive green in this marker set. Just lime green, it says. So that's okay. We'll pick olive green from the twine markers again when we get there. Wait a minute. This says light green. Light green and dark green. Did we just totally skip over regular green? I think we did. Well, that's a minus for these markers. They have dark green, light green, and lime green, but no like in between green, you know, like regular green. That's a little strange. That's okay. We'll look at our twine markers again. So, let's see. Because the dark green is like it is, I think I'm gonna use, no, because, well, shoot. Okay, I'm just gonna use, okay. I'm gonna use A104 in the twine markers. Not overthink it too much. So this is A104, which is emerald green in the twine markers. And we're going to use this for just, it says plain old green, so number 13. One is like way down here. Can you guys see that? This is really dark. Oh well, I've committed now. I have to finish it. Maybe it'll dry later. Actually, no, maybe it's not that dark. I do like the twine markers. I think they're a nice quality and they come in a lot of neat colors. And I like that they're double-ended, and I like that the fine tip end is really fine tip. Like, I think it's 0.4. I don't know if you guys can see that. So, and the fine tip doesn't shred. The brush tip does a little bit, but not much. I don't think I'll finish this whole thing on camera right now, but we'll finish a good chunk of it, let's say. So I finished a book the other day that I really enjoyed, and it's called The Saturday Night Ghost Club. Unfortunately, I can't remember right off the top of my head the author's name. I lent the book to my mom because I thought she would also enjoy it. But I really liked it a lot. Even though the name is called The Saturday Night Ghost Club, it's not, meant to be like a spooky story per se. If you like very character driven, like coming of age type things, I think you'd really like this book too. It's very well written. Just descriptive enough, but not too flowery, I recommend it. I'll put the link for that down below too. Hope I can remember all these links that I need to put in the description when I post this. Once I do this, finish doing this very bottom part, I'm gonna go back up to the top again. Hopefully you've been able to see all of this and it's not just totally out of frame. Let's see if we can find some other 13s. Oh, yep, there is. I hope I don't accidentally color 31, because that would be a shame. Oh, I found another 10. You always miss some, no matter how hard you look. Let me go ahead and fill that in. Don't put your markers or your pens or your pencils up until you're totally done with the page, because you will inevitably find that you missed a spot. Even that goes for non-color by numbers too. So lately, as far as video games, I've been really into playing a game called Muse Dash, which is a music and rhythm game. And I don't know what it is about music and rhythm games for me, but they're just the the patterns are like really, and the music, like just kind of let you zone out, kind of like coloring does, for me at least. And it's just relaxing. So if you like music and rhythm games, I recommend. Oh, wait a minute, that's another color up there that I almost colored on top of. That is an 8, which is orange. Let me get the orange back out. That was a tiny, tiny number. Just got right by me. So yeah, I downloaded the demo of Groove Coaster because I hear a lot of good things about Groove Coaster. And I like that it has so many different types of music. I'm not sure if I like the gameplay style yet or not, because I didn't really play it for super long. So I'll have to play it some more to see if I like it. Also, still playing Animal Crossing New Horizons. I probably won't ever stop. I still play New Leaf from time to time, and like City Folk. So, Animal Crossing is always going to be on my playlist for video games. It's just like Uncharted for me. Like, I'll always be playing the Uncharted games till the end of time, over and over and over and over again. Because I love them so much. It's kind of like when you find a movie you really like and you watch it all the time. And even after you get over that initial, like, I have to watch it all the time, you still watch it like once or twice a year, like routinely. Same thing with video games that you really like. There's supposed to be an Animal Crossing update day after tomorrow. For like, there's stuff for like wedding day and, not wedding day, but like wedding season. And what's the other one? Is it like May Day, I think it is, or something like that. But they need to quit it with all these little like holiday things and just give us Brewster. I want Brewster back. I want my coffee pigeon back. So Brewster is a pigeon in previous Animal Crossing games that owns a coffee shop, and it's called The Roost. Haha. And it's really cute because in New Leaf you can work there as a barista. And like the townsfolk and other people from other animals, villagers, will come into the coffee shop and they'll ask you for like a specific order, and if you make it right, depending on how many that you make correctly, Brewster will give you like a coffee related item at the end of your shift. It's just cute. In the New Leaf Player's Guide that I have, the official one, there's like the chart that tells you like each villager and how to make their coffee, because they don't tell you how to make the coffee. They just tell you like if they want a lot or a little of something or none of something, you know. They're not too specific. So unless you had the chart or you look it up online, you'd have to guess, and then probably get it wrong because it's so vague, but yeah, it's so cute, and I miss Brewster, and I want him back. And I remember somebody, when the game first came out last year, like, data mined and saw that there was something in there about Brewster, like, in the museum or whatever. But here we are a year later and no Brewster. So, just because the data's in the game itself doesn't mean they'll ever do anything with it per se, and I know that, but gives me a little bit of hope, although that hope is starting to wane, like I said, since it's been over a year. And I feel like Brewster is a pretty big part. Like in New Leaf, he has like a standalone coffee shop, kind of like the Able Sisters dress shop. Also, they don't have a police station you can build either. In New Leaf, I know I sound like a broken record. In New Leaf, you could build a police station, and it was fun. I mean, he didn't really have to police anything, but it was a dog. It was 2 different dogs depending on how you wanted your police station to look. If you wanted it to look like a city police station or a country police station. But it's a dog. That's a policeman, or police dog, I should say. And yeah, he had the police station had the lost and found, so like whatever was in the lost and found you could just take. It's kind of like how in New Horizons there's that yellow and white box in the town hall that you can just take from. Same kind of thing. It's just that in New Leaf it was in the police station. I still think they should add the police station and put something other, put something different in it for you to, some like activity or something to look at for you to, or collect even. I don't know what it would be, but I don't know, it just seems neat. Like, I love New Horizons, but I miss a lot of things about the previous games that aren't in New Horizons. And I like things, that they've added in New Horizons that weren't in previous games. So, you win some, you lose some. I'm going to finish this part of her dress, and then I'm going to stop because my knee really hurts. I did something weird to it the other day, like I twisted it kind of, and so like, I don't know, it's giving me the business. Alrighty, so I'm going to stop right there for now, and then finish the rest off camera, and you'll probably see it in my completed pages video. As a matter of fact, I know you will. So, thank you so much for watching and listening to me ramble about Animal Crossing. And, if you want to, and I didn't tag you, feel free to do this, tag yourself. I'll put the questions in the description. And I'll talk to you guys later.